Hi friends, Simit here from InformedTrades. Today is January 28th, 2014. Time for our daily Forex chart review. Excuse me. Basically, this is the time where I share the trades I'm placing, the charts I'm seeing, keeping an eye out for, and sort of basically my assessment on the markets, of the markets. Okay, first thing I like to do to start with, as those who have been watching these videos know, is look at the trades I already have on the market, as well as any orders I've placed. I only have one trade on at the moment. I did put in 2 orders yesterday. They have not gotten filled yet. The order I have on is for Canada yen to go long. We are encountering, it seems like, some resistance at this gold dotted line here. So basically, I entered at the black line. I'm filled. The position is slightly in the money. However, we are seeing some resistance at this gold line. I don't want to take any action yet, although that's not the best of signs that I was hoping for. Let's zoom into the 4-hour chart. Okay, this is a little better. You know, we've cleared this level, and now we really have to clear this level though. That's the big thing. We've got this range going. This might just be a range, an accumulation forming, which is nice, as it would take. You know, ideally, if we want to go all the way back up here to 99 or higher, which is a 750, 760 pip move, it's going to take an accumulation phase is nice to get that going. You know, let buyers get in. Really, you know, you have a couple bars of ranges like this. Once all the buyers are in, then you have the momentum to go all the way back up to 99. In any event, nothing really to do at this point. The position is slightly above break even, but you know, not out of the woods yet. Not going to move to break even. Really, just going to sit there and wait. Okay, so that's Canada yen. Let me see. Take a quick look on what other orders I have on that are pending. Just 1 second while I find that. Okay, so I have a euro. Well, the euro New Zealand order, this one isn't getting filled. The market has left without me. This was a mistake I made. Okay. So yeah, I've had my order in here, then I canceled it, and then it came back. And basically, if I just left my order here, I would have gotten filled here, and wouldn't be able to target. You know, possibly take off something here at this resistance level. We'll see. But in any event, that didn't happen. So this entry order is, you know, probably not going to get filled. I'll leave it on there for a little bit. Or actually, it doesn't make sense, I think, at this point to leave that on there. So I think I will cancel this this entry order. Let's see if price falls back to 62.78 if that's something. Okay. So two other orders I have on, which are pound Swiss, and it's also looking a little less likely that these will get filled, but let's take a look. Okay, pound Swiss. Yep, this has just started moving without me. Interesting on InformedTrades, we did have a conversation about, you know, possibly placing a buy stop order, meaning so I've placed a buy limit order, which is I'm expecting a pullback. I've placed a buy stop. That's you know, actually you would enter at a higher price. You're trading momentum. That would have gotten filled here. However, it has not gotten the pullback that I was looking for that a limit order would require. So yeah, I think I'll cancel this order, right? I don't really see the point in having this on. Kiwi yen. Let's take a look at that. Okay. This also looks like a morning star pattern, which is a bullish sign. However, I'll keep the order on in case we, you know, fall back to this support level here. But it also doesn't looks like it may have been just a very quick, you know, test of this support level. We might come back though, so I'll leave the order on for that. Okay, so basically at this point I'm filled on Canada yen. I'm set to go long Kiwi yen, but that has not gotten filled yet. So let's start with the euro. This process, and I mentioned this before, This process can be a little tedious. Stephen Primo says good trading is boring. I tend to agree with that. But it's really about getting in a routine. I think that's pretty important. Okay, Euro Australian dollar. Yeah, still looking for that pullback. The dotted black line at 52.80 at a bare minimum. Right now we're at 55.08. So what's that? And that's 220 pips away, 230 pips away, basically. Still need to fall a little more. Some may find this. Some may say there's a support level here at 55.10, which is basically where we're right at. And I'm going to draw that real quick just to illustrate, but then I'm going to delete it because I don't pay much credence to it. So you could say there's a support level here based on these candles. The market came up here, the sellers came in and shot it back down. Again, sellers came and shot it back down. So now the question is, has it turned into support, especially when we've had this big breakthrough? Possibly, although I still like a more substantive pullback. So it's not enough to intrigue me at this point. That's Euro Australian dollar. We're probably going to see the same thing with Pound Aussie. Yeah, still need that pullback. And you could argue, again, I'm not really arguing this, but one could, that this level right here is a sufficient support level of sorts. Because we did have some price action here. We broke through a little bit, but then came back down here. This long wick off that level. But, this is an instance, actually, maybe I spoke too soon, because let's draw Fibonacci. Okay. Okay, if it did fall to that, I'm going to leave this on here. If it did fall to that dotted line, we do have a Fibonacci level and could be a support level. So we have some confluence there. 85.03. We are still 345 pips away from that, so still have a little bit of room to go. But that could be interesting if we get there. Okay. Euro Canada. Now I am long Canada yen, and this is, I'm still thinking about this. I know there's a great opportunity in shorting Euro Canada and Pound Canada, and this might be it. We might be getting this looks a little bit like distribution. Of course, I said the same thing here, but it could be the kind of thing it's worth trying again. But in any event, I'd still rather just wait. Let's see, perhaps buy here. But the fact that I'm long Canada yen suggests to me that it might be an opportunity. Now might be the time to buy Canada. We'll see, though. And definitely, just because I'm long Canada yen doesn't mean I'm right. Let's see if it goes in my favor, and then then we can start looking at how to pyramid if it starts to move in my favor. Pound Canada. This one pound looks a little more sturdy in general. Let's see how long that lasts. As I mentioned repeatedly, I'm very bearish on the pound in the long run. I think it's going to be like the yen. But yeah, still need more of a pullback. This black line, both these pairs and the Australian dollar still need a little more of a pullback. Okay. Now Euro Yen. Oh, well, we missed one, but okay. Euro Yen. I did get stopped out on this last week when I tried entering at 139.93. Yeah, I think, well, interesting going long if it can go to 138.71. Not really interested in much else. Although now the position is, so clearly it was just an instance in my trade last week where I got stopped out on this. It's now rallied in my favor, so it may have just been not placing my stop at the right level. Looks like I barely hit my stop and then started rallying. Sometimes that happens. I don't think I did, I mean, I may have done something wrong with there, but it's going to take me more time to learn what exactly that was. And that's going to be so it wasn't a psychological error. There may have been a tactical error there. But there's always room for tactical improvement. And I definitely will continue to pursue that. I think that's one of the fun parts of trading. Euro pound. Yeah, okay, still has to reach at least that dotted gray line, probably the solid black line. Big down day, so maybe it won't get there, but I'll pass unless it does. That's euro pound, euro yen. No, we looked at this. What am I doing? Okay, euro kiwi. Yeah, this is also, we looked at this also. Did not get filled. And euro US dollar. Okay. No, that's not it. Still need more of a pullback. Um, really, this black line, possibly this the 61.8 level. I could be persuaded of that. In fact, let me add a line. Yeah, that's good. A dotted black line. Let's see if we can fall there. Um, the solid black line is really what I'm looking for, but we'll see. Either way, nothing at this point. So let's move on to the pound. We looked at pound Aussie, we'll say pound Canada, pound Swiss. Oh yeah, we still have our we canceled the order on this and ran away from us. So yeah, just need more of a pullback. It's a great level to enter at 147.50. However, the market didn't give us a pullback. It really bounced off that level strongly. You know, some people may have chosen to put the entry order there ahead of time. However, I think that's being too aggressive. You know, we had this huge red candle. Who's to say that it's not going to continue going? So I like to see, you know, a bullish candle and then enter on the pullback. You know, instead we got a bullish candle and just kept running away, which is fine. That definitely happens periodically. But I still think it's the right thing to do, to wait. Pound yen. Okay, getting closer. Yeah, I'd really like to see it fall to this black line. Let's see. I'm doing Fibonacci. Might go from here. Yeah, so that's a pretty good 50% pullback of the breakout. Um, yeah, let's see if it can fall further. Then I might be interested. We still have about 250 pips to go. Oh no, more than that. 350 pips to go. Um, so we'll see. But at this point, I don't really see anything on pound yen. Pound kiwi. Okay. Hmm. Well, I did have an order that got filled yesterday on this, and then I changed my mind. So I've been changing my mind a lot on this, going back and forth. Um, you know, basically, I want to see. I'm unshort if it gets to the top, the black line. I don't really want to short at these blue lines here. In fact, I think the blue line is a little misleading. I think that's more. I just extended the range. I think that's a more accurate reflection of the range. You know, if it can get to 202, I think you're going to have an incredible setup, potentially shorting all the way down to 188.63, 188.66, excuse me, which is going to have an incredible reward risk. So I'm interested in that opportunity. However, at this point, I just it doesn't make so much sense to short at this level. We'll see. At least not yet. Much rather wait there. But if I had, so I closed out my order got filled. I didn't even know I had it on, which is a mistake on my part. But I lost basically it was break even. I lost pennies. So no huge deal there. Um, but yeah, if it can rally to that, I still have a little difficulty with the choppier markets. So I really want to see it go all the way to the top of the range. These this area right here, 202, right around that. Then I might feel comfortable. Then I will feel comfortable shorting. Okay, pound US dollar. Yeah, still need that pullback. We've drawn the Fibonacci from the swing low, and this is similar to a lot of pairs. Pound Euro has been on a rally. Pound's been on a pretty sizable rally too. So I think there's an opportunity in buying the dip here. The trend is still definitely up, but need to see much more of a pullback. Okay, so that does it for the pound pairs. Let's go to US dollar. Dollar Canada. Okay, same situation here. We're seeing this still with the Canadian dollar, where we just need more of a pullback. I've got that the dotted gray line here as the first level where I could consider doing something. Let's see how price action behaves there. At this point, nothing. Dollar Swiss. Okay, same situation, and I got stopped out. Still have some wounds from being stopped out, and this is wow. Well, so I entered here. This next candle comes, and I guess my stop was just too tight, too aggressive. It's really what it boils down to. Misplaced stop, but then it went right in my favor. So the logic was correct, but I just misplaced the stop. So that happens. Definitely something to think about. Stop loss placement is something that I've made some progress on over the years. I definitely have room for improvement. So definitely something I need to work on. That could have been a winner, though. Unfortunately, it's not. But in any event, still need more of a pullback. If it goes back to that level, possibly a trading opportunity. At this point, though, I don't really see much of anything. We are starting to see a pattern of higher lows in place, which suggests that the market may be turning. We'll see, though. It's dollar Swiss. Now we go to dollar yen. Okay. This is interesting. So let's see. Right now, it looks like we are getting. So there's this minor resistance level here, and it looks like we're forming a reversal candlestick off that, and the 50 moving average is also there. So if we start heading down here, it might look like we're for a bear trend, which is interesting. So let's see. Today is going to be an interesting day. I really want to see if we start if today is a bearish move, then I might look to short. But we'll see. We do have a little bit of a pattern of lower lows here. So today's candle, I'm really looking to see if the market respects this as a resistance level. If it does, and if it closes below the 50 simple moving average, I think that'd be a short opportunity. I'll keep an eye out for that, and perhaps a trade we place later this week. Dollar Singapore. Yeah. Well, we talked about this, right? So I'm not ready to go counter trend trading just yet, but if I was, or when I do, this is going to be the kind of setup that I really like. Clear reversal candlestick patterns here, at a resistance level, and now we're having the move down. So so that's really great. Personally, though, I still want to trade with the trend, so I'm interested in buying the dip. Let's see if that occurs. I think with this also, if you structure this properly, you'll get a very sizable reward or risk, which is always a big interest of mine and priority of mine. With this type of move, you can possibly get a 3-to-1, at least a 2-to-1. But that's also something I'll consider. If I'm targeting with this here, if you enter at 2804 and you target 2693, yeah, you can probably get one. You put your stop somewhere right around here. You put it at like 2830. So put your stop 30 pips away, and you get over 100. So yeah, you'll get 3-to-1. So that's dollar Singapore, and I think that does it for the dollar pairs. Let's go to Canada. There we go. Get some more room. Should have done that before. Okay. Canada again we looked at. I'm long there. Canada Swiss. Okay. This is interesting. Um, let's see if we can get a pullback to here, or perhaps a pullback to. Let me just add that. I'll add a little line here. So if we can get a pullback to that level, 82.30, because that's kind of the bottom. So retesting this channel that it broke out of as a support level now, or excuse me, as a resistance level. Plus we have this horizontal black line, could also be seen as a resistance level. If we can pull back there, that might be an interesting level to short at. However, I would still prefer to see, this dashed black line maybe. I think that's a much better level, 8,300. So we'll see. Canada Swiss does look like this could be a base forming and ready to send the market higher. We'll keep an eye out for these things. Canada yen, we're in this. Let's just take one more look at it. Yeah. So price action has been a little it's still accumulating here. It could be, but it's hopefully for for the sake of my trade, it's found its base here, finding its base. We'll see. I think I can shorten this range. So 97 is probably a good level to target, as is 98. So 99. Okay. So that does it for Canada. Let's go to the Australian dollar. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Looks like we are in a bit of a range here. So we've tested this, and I thought about buying this, right? I thought about buying at this level, but I really want to see it test a couple more times, once more. And perhaps I think I'd be more interested in shorting at this top level here. So we'll see. Right now I am long Canada, which would also favor a shorting, to reinforce the long Canada. I'd want to short Aussie CAD. We'll see. At this point, we're in this range. I'm a little reluctant to call it a solid range, but we'll see. I definitely want it to go to the top here if it is a real range, and perhaps short from there. Aussie Swiss. Okay. This needs to no real opportunity here just yet. Needs to pull back some more. Pull back to 81.40 could be a nice level. See something similar with a bunch of Swiss pairs. So dollar Swiss, for instance. Basically, the Swiss franc is looking ready to. It looks like it may be looking ready to head down, and these pairs looking to rally against it. Swiss has been rallying for quite some time, meaning all these other pairs have been declining against it. But now we may finally be reversing. Aussie yen. Okay. Okay, this is interesting. Let's actually draw some Fibonacci. We'll do that from here down to here. Okay. Yeah, let's look at the 4-hour chart too. Okay, I think I will place an order to short Aussie yen. Um, let's jot this down. Okay. So it looks to me like 91.14 is a good level to short at. Let's go back to the daily. Okay, we can remove. Okay. Excuse me, 91.07. We'll short there. Let's see, actually, let's go take a zoom into the 4-hour chart. Yeah. Okay, 91.07. 91.14 is where the 50 simple moving average is. 91.07 is we. Hmm. I wonder if that's a good way of looking at it. Let's see. No, still need to give it more room. Hmm. Okay. So that is where. Okay. So we're risking about 70 pips here, and we will target. Yeah, I will target at least a partial exit here, and then a fuller exit here. This is green, green. Make this one red. Okay, so there you have it. Ordered a short Aussie yen. It's broken out of its range to the south side, broken out below. So I think I'll try shorting Aussie yen there. We'll come back to this trade uh, as the situation progresses. Aussie Kiwi. Yeah, nothing at this time. It could be forming a base here, ready to head higher. Definitely in a bear trend, so we are looking to short this. Just need the right pullback, and that could come as early as 107.52, which is about 130 pips away, 125 pips away. Okay, Aussie US dollar. Let's actually draw our Fibonacci here as well. Bear trend, you can see. We're looking to short. Yeah, okay, so perhaps at 88.47, we'll see though. There is this, it is established a little bit as a resistance level here, sort of here, here as well. So we'll see. At this point, though, still need to go a little bit further. What's that? Got about 60 pips to go. 55 pips to go. So that does it for the Australian dollar. Time to go to the New Zealand dollar. New Zealand, Canada. Same thing we're seeing with a lot of the other Canadian dollar pairs, just need more of a pullback. Clearly in an uptrend. Perhaps a buy the dip opportunity is coming. Not yet, though. Kiwi Swiss. Okay. Kiwi Swiss, yeah. Right now we're in the middle of the range. I don't really want to do anything with the middle of the range. There is this, this dashed line suggests a support level of sorts, and the market definitely did rally from it. However, I really want to, in a range like this, I'm not really interested in trading the middle. I want to stay away from that, but I'm interested in the tops and bottoms. Kiwi Yen. Okay, that's interesting. It did, there was a pullback here that got filled. And I remember I was thinking about placing this order. And actually, did we look at this in the beginning? Yeah. Oh, I still have this order on. Yeah. So didn't get filled. We'll see. So that does it for Kiwi Yen. That order is still on, and we pull back to 83.65. I'm there, set. The order's there. And Kiwi US dollar. Yeah, so still in that range, basically top or bottom, or a breakout of that range. But at this point, if we're just in the middle, I'd rather wait. Okay, so that does it for the trades. The only thing I will be doing is shorting Aussie Yen. One thing that gives me a little concern with this order is that I'm long Canada Yen already. I have an order to go long Kiwi Yen. And now I'm shorting Aussie Yen. The technicals to me make sense, so I'm comfortable with it. I am a little uncomfortable with the idea of going, being long the yen in one pair and short the yen in another pair, but I think if the technicals justify it, it may be acceptable. So I think so in this case. That's about it. I'll have this trade posted on my blog on InformedTrades.com. Any questions you have, anything you want to add, join us at InformedTrades.com. Thanks and best of luck in your trading.